guys, it's Vanille and welcome to today's video and welcome to another WWE reaction. That was not cute at all. Today I will be reacting to WWE Royal Rumble 2024 What the F moments. And guys, we do have a lot of what the F moments, or WTF. Like, I don't know what you say. I say what the F, like. What? How do you call it? How do you pronounce it? Oh my god, now I'm questioning everything. Okay, this video is by Cultaholic Wrestling, not Catholic Wrestling. Oh, it's Cultaholic Wrestling. If you want to check out the original video, head there. But if you are interested in my reaction, then stick around. WTF.
Oh, here's Shawn Michaels and Triple H arriving for work. Hi, guys. I'm sure after the severity of the lawsuit labelled at Vince McMahon just a few short days ago, you two will be looking as professional can be. I'm not just pretending everything's fine within your organisation.
No, nothing is fine right now. Things are
Everything
crumbling.
about Triple H's little awkward promo just before the main show got her going was more awkward than every single one of us meeting someone new for the first time. But then he says, if you're gonna come and you want to rumble, you better be ready for the Royal Rumble. And I was thinking, well, yeah, Paul, if I am ready to come for the Royal Rumble and I am ready for the Royal Rumble, I'm hardly going to turn up at your show and expect a Brazilian rendition of Les Miserables, am I? Dun, 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 dun. Now, I know that he is gone from WWE now, but he's done more than enough over the past 40 years that we can blame every other production mistake that's ever going to happen in the future on his arse and sleep well at night. But look at that troll there. Thank you very much for spoiling Roxanne Perez's surprise appearance in the...
Oh my god, I didn't see that. Like, I wouldn't even know who Roxanne is. I'm sorry. I'm still slowly getting into the names for some of the wrestlers. But the fact that they have done this? Idiote! Why you do this? Why?
Women's Royal Rumble, not Kevin Dunn.
Do 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 Smackdown Pat, Smackdown Pat.
2 in a row where you came back. And one of the first things he said upon sitting down was, oh, there's a lot to talk about. And oh, Pat, smack my ass and call me Pat as well. Aren't you right there? And I should say at this moment,
Dude, is it just me? But like, it was kind of cringe when he like eliminated himself. Like, is it just me? Like,
play to the journalists who did ask the questions about Vince McMahon at the post-show press conference, and 2 fingers up to Triple H for not only dodging those questions and focusing on the positives, what a load of old tosh, but also for claiming he's not even read.
Did he address it though? I don't know. I think he did address it. I want to react to like the wrestlers addressing the rumors and the allegations, because it's all allegedly right now. We don't know. I am personally not the kind of person that will condemn someone or say things as a fact, you know, like, and have an opinion about something that I don't even know if it's true or not. Like, I'm waiting for the court to make up their mind. I think they know better, so let's go.
The lawsuits. Well, they do say your nose grows when you tell a lie. And there's a reason Triple H's honker is that bloody big.
You're
but
so
forget about that. We're all hyped. It's Women's Rumble time. Let's go. Let's see who's coming out first. And it's Natalya.
Hey, come on. Natalya's amazing.
But it's as if it was meant to be, because if you take the words I moan, as I just have there, about Natalya being #1 in the Women's Royal Rumble, and turn them around, make them back to front, you get Naomi. I moan, reverse it, Naomi. Meaning Naomi's shock appearance at #2 in the Women's Royal Rumble was meant to be, which is a bit of a WTF moment, don't you think? But when those sirens started playing the...
But it was really good though. I like that she was there. Apparently, I didn't know who Naomi was really, like, before this match. Then after that, I learned a bit about her. What is going on? Okay, never mind. It's just fun to see some legends coming back.
I was thinking to myself, Titus O'Neil's going to be in the Women's Rumble because it's clear that somebody just
Also known
called
as
the
Booty.
police. But no, it was Jordan Grace with her thick mama pump intro to her theme who was entering the Women's Rumble match. And she doesn't even go here. What is she doing here? That's what we're all asking ourselves.
I don't know.
But it's clear that one thing's been happening, hasn't it? Paul
What?
and Scott. Paul and Scott sitting in the tree. Fantasy booking wrestling. I am sad.
Mago, 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 mago.
Direct quote from Michael Cole this time when he says we've never had 2 Royal Rumble winners, but we did go overtime one year with Batista and John Cena. Now, the first half of that quote there, I was thinking to myself, Michael must be speaking about the Women's Royal Rumble match. We've never had 2 winners of that event at the same event, if that makes any sense. But then he said that second bit about John and about Dave. Therefore, I'm here to say, Michael Cole, 1994's here to say hello, like when you've had a...
Oh shit, I hate when commentators don't know the history. Like there was an event for WWE before Royal Rumble, you know, when they have these programs about Royal Rumble predictions and stuff like that. And even Carlito was there in that event. I don't know if you watched it. It was on YouTube as well. And I put it in the background while getting ready, you know, for the stream and whatnot. And then they were predicting for female Royal Rumble that China would appear. And I was like, wait a minute, I remember knowing that China's died, like she's dead, like. And then I head to the chat because it is a live event and people are like, rip China, China died, hello. None of the wrestlers, even no, they kept, what? Like, what? You don't know anything about the female Royal Rumble. Like, what is going on? We need more people to know more about female Royal
somehow
Rumble.
that one comes right
I mean,
back
female
up
WWE
and floats
overall.
like something's never floated before. 94 wasn't a good time. But then our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ, he gave a massive old phew when Kairi Sane came very close to stealing his gimmick. Because that right there, and I can't believe I'm going to say this,
was
but we'll try to
amazing.
emphasise anyway, is only the
much
second
power.
most significant cross-hanging spot of all time.
Which one was that?
Mago, 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 mago,
It
mago.
was really
mago,
awesome.
mago,
Like, that deserves
mago.
a lot.
Maybe we'll try and eliminate Nia together, said Michael Cole, when Piper Niven was the one who was getting eliminated by 2 to 3
Bianca
ladies at the same time. Now, this wouldn't have been so bad if it didn't become clear literally 2 seconds after Michael Cole said that Michael Cole was sat there with his format, his script for the Rumble event last night, right in front of his glasses, because who came out as the next entrant a matter of seconds after he said that there? It was only Nia Jax, unless, of course, Michael Cole is a psychic, and he's the one I should have called when I did call a psychic to predict this year's Rumble. Mystic Michael. I'm begging her to be wearing the antlers. It's been weeks. Valhalla is wearing the antlers. That means she's going to win the whole thing. Now, if you were sat there last night thinking, why the hell does Michael Cole care so much about Valerie Haller's antlers? I'm here to tell you, it all boils down to one random entrance on Raw where he struggled to say the word antlerless. And Wade Barrett laughed at him, and it's turned into this thing where you would be mistaken for thinking that Michael Cole has a massive antler fetish. But what made this entire thing even better was the fact that Valerie Haller only lasted 5 seconds in the match, and because of our truth,
so she lasted as much as Charlotte? Oh my god.
we didn't really see her elimination all that clearly. And by the way, we're not giving our truth a WTF moment for what he did in the Women's Rumble match, because we all know anything is possible when it comes to our truth. So the fact he thought he could enter the Women's Royal Rumble match, for him, that's completely normal.
Okay, listen, it was completely normal, but one thing about the Royal Rumble, especially the Women Royal Rumble, there is so many comedic value and comedic moments that, in my opinion, fits so perfectly there. For example, let's say with Charlotte being the comedic factor, there were other wrestlers as well. I remember their names. The small girl. Oh my god, I forgot her name. But she would always like move her legs and hands like a cartoonish character who's trying to escape. And like honestly, and like everybody predicting Valhalla to stick longer, and 5 seconds later she's like going after R-Truth because he ruined it for her. And also R-Truth being there. That was so funny. Like, I have to admit, there are sometimes like bits and pieces where they're trying to make it like funny, but it is, like kind of cringe. Like, for example, for me with Pat eliminating himself, it's a bit funny, but also cringe. But with R-Truth, this was perfectly done. I don't know why he's so funny when he does these things, because even though you know that it's his move, like it's him, he's lost, confused, clumsy as always, but he always finds the right moment to do it. I really enjoyed this one.
It's so normal. So we have honourable WTF moments for Roxanne Perez, for Tiffy Stratz, and for
Roxanne Perez. True, that's Roxanne, the smallest one, the small girl. I was watching Dom and Rhea Ripley reacting to 2023 Women's Royal Rumble, and Dom said, I don't want to lie, but like I thought that was a child getting into the arena. I was like, yeah, that's what I thought too at one moment when I saw how small she is.
Morgan entering the Royal Rumble
Morgan
in a
deserves
rather
better.
surprising fashion, and maybe one for no AJ Lee showing up.
So mad that
no
she
Sasha
didn't.
Banks making their WWE returns, as the rumours suggested those two ladies would
so
in once again a rather surprising fashion. However, the pièce de résistance when it came to the shocking appearances in the Women's Rumble match for me, it was the one with the lady who took almost as long as Veer to come to the WWE. But now a storm is coming, and it's spaffed all over the Women's Rumble of 2024. Jade Cargill, take a boo! Up Nia went, and out Nia went, and up the Jade Cargill is what I say, because that was one hell of an in-ring debut for the WWE. For her, where Jade Cargill, she proved that she can Jade Cargo. I want to die. Mago, 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 mago.
Oh, stop.
Mago, 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 mago. So then we get the moment where Michael Cole claims the people need to stop complaining about Roman Reigns defending his title so little. He's got one thing to say to everybody in the world with a working brain, when Michael Cole said, beat him. That's his resolution. But to that I would say, Michael Cole, book him more, so he's not defending the title once every 17,000 months. But speaking of the big dog, sorry I had to do it for old time's sake. He was the youngest in...
Oh my god, the 4 Fatal way, that was a disappointment. First of all, in my opinion, it shouldn't have been a 4 Fatal way. I feel like I wanted more on screen Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns, and that's it. I do not understand with LA Knight and AJ Styles constantly going after each other. Like, yeah, I get it, one winner, blah blah blah, but also Roman Reigns as a champion, who in my opinion I still haven't seen a lot of Roman Reigns, like when it comes to his history, or where it comes to his actions and wins in the last couple of years. I cannot really judge how strong of a wrestler he is, but from what I have seen, this is literally the first time I watch him live doing anything, it was kind of weak from him. Like, I expected all these 3 to go against him and for him to destroy them, just to let you know how big of an opponent and how big of a champion he is and how hard it will be to beat him next. But that did not happen at all.
That ooh-woo match by 3
really
whole
good.
years. But what's the referee doing here, everybody? Either Randy Orton has a sick backslide on LA Knight, yeah, or LA Knight has just got an exhausted pinfall on Randy Orton. Either way, one of the men's shoulders is pinned to the mat, and bollocks to Corey Graves for saying because both men's shoulders were on the mat at the same time, we can't count a 3 count. We've seen it before, man.
Both
Professional
shoulders.
wrestling as a concept and a form of entertainment has been around for over 7 years at this point. And now, after tens of matches in over 3 countries around the world, this is the moment a referee discovers the power of sight and awareness and the power of sight. I feel...
I was thinking the same thing, like, are you kidding me? Now you decide to eliminate and disqualify someone? Like, really? Oh, brother.
Sick and disgusted, and that's exactly what those bastards wanted. And bollocks to Shawn Michaels. He can jiggle those hips and gyrate those arse cheeks until the cows come home, because there's a brand new Mr. WrestleMania, and that man is The Weeknd, because the end of his name is spelt a little bit weird. Because last night it was
Why is
announced
it
that
The
he is
Weeknd?
once again doing the theme tune, writing the theme tune, singing the theme tune for WrestleMania.
I didn't notice that. Oh my God, the mistakes.
For
How
the
did you
fifth
notice all of this?
WrestleMania in a row. Forget about Shawn
Weeknd.
Michaels. The next thing on our horizon when it comes to The Weeknd is The Undertaker's bloody streak. And then we've got to make the fact that Jimmy and Jey Uso were numbers 1
That was
and
actually
2 in the
good.
men's Rumble match.
like
And
that.
these uncultured swines that claim to us that professional wrestling is scripted. There was a massive golden tombola and anything could have happened. And that's the thing that happened there. And that is the beauty of professional wrestling. Imagine thinking that was scripted, man. But now it's time for this to
Man.
return.
Wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank.
We're
Wankety
wanking?
wank, wankety wank, wankety wank.
Welcome back to Wankety Wank, the show where you, a sexual
Yay.
wank pheasant, I used to call you that a few years ago, and now it's back because of reasons. Why the hell not? You tell me a WTF moment I have missed, and I give you all the credit because I'm a wholesome baby boy. and a big
you're
thank you
so
goes to
sweet.
Blake Whitehouse, who X'd me the
Thank
digital
you.
exclusive clip where Grayson Waller and Austin Theory plucked their numbers from the big golden tombola, and we clearly see that Grayson Waller gets a 6, but the match itself, he enters number 3. So as the Hurricane used to say, what's up with that? Yeah. Oh.
What
Now
happened?
Andrade being a shoot shock entrant in the
Andrade
men's Rumble
was
match is a
cool,
WTF
right?
moment enough all by itself, but what makes it even more of a WTF moment is the fact they gave his theme the Repo Man's voice at the start of it. Simon Miller is getting a bit hot and sweaty under the collar, so he is. As we all know, back in day that would go Repo, Repo, Repo Man. And now Andrade goes El Idolo. Jeremy Clarkson and the Repo Man voice were on the same apparently. I'm terrible at impersonations. But I do guess in the way that WWE retrieved
worse
their
than you,
leased
don't
property
worry.
from AEW, that Andrade is kind of a Repo Man. And the best in the world. So that last night was Kofi
Oh
Kingston's
my God,
16th Royal
Kofi
Rumble
was a
appearance.
disappointment. Where are his tricks? I was like expecting something out there. Is he getting old? Did he get injured? Like, what is going on? I don't know, but like, that was not Kofi.
Of all time, meaning he's
Kofi
only
needs
2
Kofi.
behind Kane in the all-time appearance record in Royal Rumble matches, which means we're all closer to death than we'd all like to admit. Sorry for saying that, but it's true. And then we have the fact that while Kofi was in that match, we didn't even get an attempt at a Kofi Kingston Royal Rumble spot. We're asking the question, what else could he do? I can't give you an answer, but still, may those spots rest in peace. Bron Breaker's ever so
Oh.
slightly shocking appearance. It's a massive
like,
shame,
where
though,
did we
that
go?
we didn't get big, baldy bastard Baron Corbin to appear alongside of him. So the arseholes, their actual tag team name in NXT, watch the show if you don't believe me. So the arseholes couldn't run
Why are you
wild
calling them
across that
arseholes?
Royal Rumble. The arseholes are a brilliant tag team.
Smackdown Pat, Smackdown Pat.
What in the blue hell was that?
Yeah.
You twat!
Pat-
Pat McAfee is basically a professional wrestler. Pat McAfee beat Austin Theory on the grandest stage of them all,
you make
pointed
him
the lovely
eliminate
big bell in
himself.
the sky for this year's
a
WrestleMania, and he
PUSSY.
also does, Pat McAfee, jump off of things that Shane McMahon might jump off of. They're really high. All of this knowledge in our brains, yet Pat McAfee enters the Royal Rumble, sees Omos and Bron Breakker and a couple of big more boys, a couple more big boys, and he eliminates himself from the match as if he's Drew Carey or some virgin like Drew Carey. And the WTF moment here has to be, what a waste of a spot. I guess this is where Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar was going to be in the match, him facing Braun, facing Omos, which makes all the sense in the world, but then that stuff came came out about Brock, which is utterly grisly, so they had to scramble and find an appearance. But why pick Pat
happened
and then
with
not
Brock?
have Pat wrestle
Brother,
like you know Pat could?
what are
I
you
guess we are
talking
putting
about?
over Braun and Omos as big scary bastards, but use someone else than Pat. We know what Pat can do. This made no sense and was a waste of time. Maggle, 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 maggle. Item 27 said Michael Cole like he was working behind the counter at your local Argos. Look at the monitor, not the sheet, replied Corey Graves to Michael Cole after he said item 27. Now you'd think after his Nia Jax bollocks earlier in the night that Michael Cole would have learnt his lesson. Never mind the fact he's been commentating for like 27 years at this point, something like that. But he went and did it again. The layout's there, the monitor's there, he's looking at the wrong bloody thing. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, the spirit of Kevin Dunn was alive and well during this men's Rumble match, wasn't it? Imagine cutting away from It's Clobbering Time. The first time It's Clobbering Time has actually been said before a clobbering time in over 10 years in a WWE ring. Now, as we all know, Kevin has set the bar so low, mainly because he walks towards said bar, and because his teeth are that big, it chops said bar in half, and the bar ends up on the floor. But still, the new production team, just because Kevin put the bar there, doesn't mean you have to keep the bar there. Bring the bar up, because your teeth are
like, did you notice the 2 times the cameramen were drunk as F? One time was like in an air view, and then like, you know, and then a second time it was like, I think, a man with a camera following an entrance. I don't know if it was in the men or women's Rumble, and then they like fell down maybe on a cable or something, and like, I was like, okay, cameraman is a bit drunk today.
Yeah, and we have to reserve a WTF moment for there being no Dwayne The Rock Johnson, because once again there was teasers. No Hulk Hogan, because he kept saying in those adverts he had one more Rumble in him. Then I guess Triple H said you can be in there, but you have to be in there with Gunther. And he said, that doesn't work for me, brother. And then we have to make a WTF moment out of CM Punk hitting a pedigree on Cody Rhodes in a WWE ring, and then turning to the announce table and saying, hey, can you believe I'm doing that poo? And I was thinking, what a low altitude Pepsi plunge, old bean. I can't believe you're doing that. And we're going to end the video on a double Debbie Downer. First and foremost, WWE, you need new music, people, because 3/4 of those themes we heard last night, something that should get you out your seat for a Royal Rumble match. They were about as recognizable as this remote here. What does it even do? Nobody knows. So get new music, people, to produce better themes. And the second one, the crowd in the arena last night, you were quiet. Sure. So you're a WTF moment. It's the Royal Rumble, man. It's the start of WrestleMania season. It's one of the best events every single bloody year. It sometimes lets us down. Last night kind of let us down. There was no real big je ne sais quoi, was there? Some va-va-voom. But still, you were quiet all night long. What's wrong with you? I've been Ross, bye.
I don't know, really. It was my first live event. I was so excited. For me, it was fun. I cannot compare it with so many other ones, so it was fine. But I have to admit that the female Royal Rumble was more exciting. You know, it was more woo, yeah. And the man was like, ee. At least for me. Let me know in the comments what you think. What was your WTF moment? And if you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed my reaction, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. And you want to share extra love, then you can go to the share button, click on it, copy the link, and you don't have to share it anywhere, just copy the link. It's a secret between us, but it works with the algorithm. Yeah, you don't have to share my face with anyone, but just copying the link helps a lot. That is it, guys, for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, that is it, guys, for today's video, and see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Bye!